Buffalo Bills tonight are saying safety Damar Hamlin is showing some small signs of improvement. Of course, he collapsed on the field during Monday night's NFL game. Emergency workers used an automated external defibrillator, or AED, not once but twice. This life-saving device is becoming more common all over the place, and that includes our state, particularly in schools, thanks to a grieving father. Rod Maloney spoke with him today about his crusade to change how we prepare for cardiac emergencies. Rod.
Yeah, good evening, Devin. His name is Randall Gillari, and he's an attorney in Troy. He was the father of a 15-year-old daughter who went here to Troy Athens High School. She passed away, sadly, at an athletic event, and he and his wife decided that they were going to change a culture in the state of Michigan, and they have done so impressively.
When we lost Kimmy, no schools had AEDs in them. It just wasn't done.
15-year-old swimmer Kim Gillari signaled that she wanted out of the match strangely and climbed onto the pool deck and then collapsed. A cardiac nurse and a practicing cardiologist gave her CPR, but it simply wasn't enough. Kim had an undetected heart condition known as hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a thickening of the heart muscle lining. Randall believes an AED could have saved her life. So,
at the funeral, we decided to start collecting money to donate AEDs to high schools.
Kim attended Troy Athens High, and it became the first school to get an AED from the Kimberly N. Gillari Foundation.
Ultimately, what we wanted to do was save somebody else's Kimberly.
And now there are about a half a dozen across Troy Athens, and medical trainer Brian Baines tells Local 4,
it's a huge plus for us that work in the field, in the medical field with athletics.
So far, the foundation has distributed nearly 900 AEDs across the state, improving the technology and raising the standards all along the way. So far, they can track 9 lives saved as a result. As for whether Randall believes Kimberly would be proud,
I'm pretty sure she would be.
and I think you can say that all of us are at this point, knowing what it is that he has been through along with his family in doing this. Now, I can tell you that 2 of the 3 lives that were saved in 2022 were students. A third was an adult umpire at a game. And one of the things that Randall now says has to happen is to make sure that the training for this stays in place, but also that schools become what they call heart smart schools, making sure that anybody who has access to the AED and been trained on it is ready to go as soon as that happens, because they've only got about a minute to get this right. And he says they need to keep up the standards, and they're working on that. Back to you.
Rod, of course, we're just a few days into the new year. Do they have donations scheduled for 2023?
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the things that we're seeing is supply chain problems are now causing difficulty for the AEDs. It takes about a year to get one of these in, and right now there were 13 schools that they want to get AEDs to. The plan is to get them this year if, in fact, they can get their hands on the devices.
Let's hope one more supply chain side effect. All right, Rod.